Right, welcome back to the channel, guys. What is going on? How are y'all doing today? Jimmy Flippin' Deals. This is Jamestown Trading Company's vlog on day-to-day upgrades, operations, and just life as a part-time reseller. So, thank you so much for joining me. I am on my way to my day job. I do have quite a few packages to drop off. For those that were with me yesterday, I kind of threw everything in the back because the inside's still full. Nothing's changed, literally nothing. I think I got a few bags out of here last night, but virtually nothing's changed out of the truck in the last 24 hours. So my packages again are in the back of the truck in a tote. With a big old thing of oil sitting on top so the lid don't fly off and the packages fly away. So not a great system, but it's what I got at the moment. Nevertheless, on my way to drop off packages, I got quite a few going out. Nothing getting rich, but it's definitely pay bills money. Did have several returns yesterday, but I also hadn't had returns in several days. So the Monday hit me, and I got quite a few returns, like 3. I went in on percentages over classes and subclasses to figure out if there's anything that I can do without spending too much time analyzing the situation in order to find out if I can limit those returns by limiting the inventory that I have, or if that's something I want to do, or if returns are just part of life. So I got to looking at it, and in the last 30 days, had 117 packages that, well, first, let me back up. It seemed like the majority of my returns were clothing. People get a size that doesn't fit like the brand that they like, so they send it back. People order the wrong size by mistake. They get it delivered, and the material doesn't have the right feel. There's so many aspects of clothing that a customer can find unfavorable, other than not getting what they what they ordered, because that doesn't happen. Also, clothing, I've never had it actually get damaged on the way. It's not something that breaks, so there are some advantages there. However, I looked in the last 30 days, I've had approximately 117 articles of clothing leave out in the last 30 days, and in that, 17 got returned. So on clothing, I'm just north of 15% without getting a calculator in there. 17% returns on that. I weighed the pros and cons with that. I thought about, well, I'll just get rid of clothing, but then I get rid of the other 90-something orders that stuck, you know. So long story short, although it is not as favorable as I would like, it's still money. It is absolutely still money. So I'm taking it, I'm running with it. I'll get 10 times as much clothes and take 10 times as much returns. Ultimately, I don't care. Volume and velocity wins out. Sales cures all, you know, so be it. But I wish that I could find a way to limit those, and I just don't see that it happens. I think everybody takes a loss on clothing. That's why a lot of people don't mess with it. And I am not taking a loss. I'm just, the percentages aren't as good as what I would hope that they would be. And generally, if I buy right, there's still enough margin to eat the returns. Even when the returns come back, in order to sell them again, at best I break even if it doesn't boomerang again. But that's not why that's not the topic of this video. It's what just came out, so I guess I had to get it out. At any rate, I did make headway on the Google Merchant account yesterday. Super sketchy. Hope I am making headway. I contacted a freelancer with good reviews, and that's about all you can get from freelancers. Now, that being said, all stereotypes, all everything, I don't mean to carry any of that into this conversation, but I contracted a guy with good reviews and a decent price, and I'll talk to you about price here in a second, from Bangladesh, and gave him access to my Shopify account and gave administrative access, not ownership access, but administrative access, because he has to go in and administratively change the structure. And I get it, it's just a little unnerving to let a complete stranger in a different country have access to my administrative functions. That being said, gave him administrative access on my Shopify, gave him administrative access to my Google Merchant account. And apparently all of the guys that do this particular thing on that freelance come out of India or Bangladesh or something, some country like that. In all honesty, I'll have to let you know how that goes. As far, because so far, I woke up, I still have a website, I still have a Google Merchant account, and I haven't paid the guy any money yet. You know, so in fairness, like I said, we'll talk about payment. There's kind of some ups and downs about it, but here's the deal. Whoa. Shit. I didn't see that one. They're supposed to yield. She thinks she's in the right, though, so whatever. Either way, I'll take the longer way to the mailbox. There was somebody when I exited the ramp, they're honking at me because they're taking up the lane that I'm supposed to be merging into. So, whatever. I guess she didn't see her big old yield sign. Anyway, the deal said, starting at, there was a guy, I couldn't find him, that said $100 guaranteed, boom, done. I'll take care of you. I couldn't find him, or I didn't catch his name. It didn't look familiar. Anyway, didn't find him, so the search began again for a new guy. This guy said starting at $30. Give me just a sec, I'll drop my packages. So, that went off without a hitch. Thanks for waiting. It's only funny to me, I get it. Back out of here. Anyway, said starting at $30, right? I don't know what starting at $30 means. That means nobody gets it at 30 bucks. So I send them a message. I say, hey, here's what's going on. For y'all that don't know, my account, my Google Merchant account, which is a new account setup, got suspended for misrepresentation. And in all honesty, what that means on a new account is that I don't have enough contact information or enough information about the owner of the website on there. So they gave me a list of all the things that I'm supposed to complete. I made sure that everything was on there, right? And then I hit review account. This has been going on for some time now. And when I hit review account this last time, after checking every box on there, they said account suspended for misrepresentation. Like I did everything. It should have been under review. It should have gotten a green light, and it did not. So, after I'd spent hours, literally hours, I figured, when in doubt, contract it out. New motto of mine, I like it. You can use it. I contacted this guy, told him what was going on. He said, well, that'll be $130. I figured, hey, maybe you made a typo, right? It's a 30 or 130? He said, well 130. You have a complicated case. So, okay. Well, let me think about it. You know, the guy's in Bangladesh. And I went silent on him. I ghosted him for a minute. He said, but I'll do it at 100. So that's better, right? That's what the other guy was. Plus, Fiverr sent me and that's the company, by the way, that I'm using to do this. So I'm not getting paid by them. Maybe if I have good experiences, I would allow them to pay me, but nevertheless, I tried them. Hired a guy from Bangladesh to give me a hand on the technical side of things, because apparently I'm missing something. Anyways, he says, $100, like I say, I got a 20% coupon, so it'll cost me $80, right? And he says, you don't pay until it's done. Like, once your account is green lighted, I will trust you to send me the money. I figured, hey, why not? What do I got to lose other than my whole website, you know? Like I said, a little unnerving just handing them the keys to the building, so to speak. But there are certain administrative functions, like being able to give my domain away, you know, that I still have. There's other things in there too. Nevertheless, he said, give me 5 to 7 days, which is the typical review process time frame, although Google generally reviews much faster. I can understand why he would start at 5 to 7 days. So there we are. We'll have to see how that goes. I'll let you know how the contractor from Bangladesh that I found on a freelance website called Fiverr does for me. And I'm hearing all of this stuff, and I'm going, oh, goodness. But I do believe in the good of most people, and I don't believe I gave them any data that will compromise my financial means. So, we'll have to play it by ear. Other than that, got a couple orders already for the day. Did finally make a 2-week pay cycle on, it was funny, Amazon sent me some money yesterday, the day before. I wasn't even expecting it. This one I've been waiting on, so that's nice. eBay pays every day. You know, I told myself a month or two ago it'd be nice to, you know, catch all of these on one day where I got, you know, 5 or 6 marketplaces issuing me a paycheck. That would be a pretty sweet deal, even if it were just $1, you know. Then all you got to do is scale, because you know it's heading in the right direction. But at any rate, got paid today, so that's nice. Happy about that. I know my credit card definitely needs a payment. I am, with the money I've made and the money I've leveraged, it's almost an even wash. But until I get it in, I am extended. So, you know, I mean, shipping is very expensive. You know, there are things that are very expensive. Not to say that I don't have the money to cover those markers, but they are out there. So it's nice to let Jamestown pay for Jamestown, right? That way James don't have to. Oh yeah, Jimmy flipping deals. You see what I'm saying? But same thing. I don't think that's a trade secret, so we're probably good there. But anyways, I think y'all can deduce from Jimmy to James, so we're all right. But long story short, hopefully making progress on the website. Hopefully by Black Friday. I have noticed hits on the website have been up, which unfortunately there's less product on there than there's been in quite some time in the published form, because I have been pushing so much onto other marketplaces that already have all of the fields for the listing populated. So I get what I get. I set myself up for the biggest amount of success possible moving forward, and that's the best I can do. So if I get some on the website, that would be super huge. I know whatever I get next year will be quite probably more than I get this year. So I'm definitely headed in the right direction. I know small steps over a period of time equal up to be great strides, and that is the direction I'm headed. Small steps every day to make it happen, and it's working. So let me see, what else do I got, guys? I'm almost to work. I'm almost stopped shopping because I'm out of room and I gotta figure it out. I almost can't take any more. Really shouldn't have took some of the things I have, but at the same time it's hard to pass up a really good deal. So I may end up with the temperature utilizing the shed before it's time because it's not freezing yet. And a lot of the clothing can handle 35, 40 degree weather without being an issue. So that might free up some room. Short of that, guys, I'm at work. So y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.